now, sort of thing?
Yeah, no, it is probably a different feeling now. The first 48 hours were I was probably all over the place just with emotions, but now I've kind of settled down and I guess under the impression now that there's a lot of work to be put in, so kind of crack down more to business, and see where that takes us over the next couple of months.
Started lightly at training. How keen are you to really crack in a bit more and get in with the boys and do a bit more of the running and a bit more of the ball work?
Yeah, we're itching the skin. I think me and Reuben are talking about today. Like, you just see all the other boys training, and you just kind of held the reins. But we understand and we trust kind of the performance coaches on what they got us doing, and we understand the loading requirements. And we're trying to be kind of conservative, but then also giving the draftees a good chance to be able to develop as quickly as possible as well. So I think getting that balance right is hard. So we just have to be patient and understand that time will tell, and the progress will take a bit of time.
Watched you a fair bit at waffle level, playing with the bigger boys too. Do you feel like you're ready to step in and have a crack?
Yeah, no, I feel I'm at an adequate point where I can put my best foot forward. It's been a long 18 months, and I felt like I've throughout those 18 months I've developed physically and mentally as well. So I think I'm definitely. I've definitely put myself in a great position to be able to compete, and I'm excited to see how the next the next 12 months will stick to that work.
You're going to be hoping for a start this season?
Yeah, no, I guess that's every player's goal, is to play as early as possible. I'm trying to really just focus on and hone in on the next couple of weeks and nail that, and go step by step. But it's definitely not something I'm going to shy away from. I'm going to try and put my hand up as early as possible.
Any of the older boys, any of the sort of the leadership fellas, few pearls of wisdom?
Well, I guess as of right now, we've just been kind of investing and developing those relationships. So a few of the old boys have been great and been real supportive. I got a message from every single player in the team. So that's kind of just, is credit to the club and the players and what they're trying to build here. So it was incredibly welcoming. And I guess the older boys, not all of them are in yet. They officially start on Monday. But the ones that have been in here, just been incredible, and kind of just patting you on the back and just showing you how the club runs and how they want it to run in the next kind of 12 months, I guess.
You were sort of tipped to slide in the draft, and then you came out and said, "No, I'm confident I'm going to be in the first round." Was that sort of playing on your mind on the first draft night? Were you thinking, "Oh, am I going to slide?" or were you still confident you were going to go in that first round?
Yeah, well, I think people didn't understand when the first round invites got sent out that they were going for a top 10. I think a lot of people are under the impression that they've invited 18, but they actually didn't. They didn't invite 12 or 13. So I was. A little bit disappointed to get that invite, but I was, fairly confident that I was going to be in that first round, in constant communication with the manager, and we thought that, there was obviously a chance that wasn't going to be, that wasn't going to occur, but in my mind I was confident that the recruiters and the clubs had made their decisions, and I was in that first round.
There's a lot of exciting firsts to come for you in the next few months. One of them that, for some reason, us footy nuffies love is what Guernsey number you're going to wear. There's a few available. You got any preferences? Have you had a eye off any? Yeah, so I've got my number, and I'm not number 8. Yeah, so it was just incredible. I've been number 8 my whole life. In every, I played baseball as well, was number 8 for the Australian team, and was lucky enough to be number 8 with, at Scotch and at Swan. So it's just, I just couldn't believe that I was able to walk in here. Redden's obviously retired, so just an incredible player, an incredible number. I think Steve Malaxis actually used to wear number 8, and he was my Scotchurst footy coach. So it's an incredibly privileged to walk in and get that number. And Reuben's got number 7, so it's awesome that we're standing next to each other in the locker room. We're just incredibly fortunate and honoured.
Any connection or reason with number 8 at all?
No, it's just that I've worn it my whole life. No connection. My parents didn't play footy or sport like that. I've just gravitated towards it. Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Reuben, first training session for you today, mate. How did you feel out there?
Yeah, it was great. It's been a long time coming, a big few days after the draft, but it was great to finally get in the club for the first time, meet all the boys, and have a bit of run around. So pretty light session, but it was definitely good to kick the legs in and have a bit of jog around.
What about for yourself? I asked Elijah for yourself. You just itching to get into the main stuff with all the boys?
Yeah, definitely. It does look pretty appetising. Look at all the boys getting to tackling already and the hard running and that kind of thing. Yeah, I guess, but yeah, you got to trust the process, and they're professionals. They know what they're doing. So yeah, ease us into it. But I'm sure it'll ramp up over the next few weeks.
I was watching training this morning. One of the things I noticed you said in the before the draft was, you really concentrated on bulking up, and I think you said a Nat 5 interview or something like that got you into the gym. You didn't look out of place. You didn't look like a rookie out there. Do you feel like you can compete with those big boys, especially at the AFL level?
Yeah, I think so. I think, it's been one of my goals over the last few years. I was quite a skinny kid, and just, obviously building up my frame just helps out that next level. And I think also doing the league pre-season with East Perth just used to, playing around bigger bodies, and you learn new techniques, and just getting in the gym early and putting on a bit more weight has been really helpful. And I guess gives me a bit of confidence that I'll be able to, transition into training with the AFL boys.
Speaking of East Perth, a former Eagle was playing there this year in Hamish Brayshaw. Did he give you any advice when you lobbed at the Eagles?
In terms of specific advice, not really, but he's been great for me this year. Like, he really took me under my wing when I first moved to East Perth, and then I saw him today. He works at the club, and he's been really great. He's really supported me throughout the whole year, so he's a great bloke, and it's good to have ex-Eagle on my side.
I heard you can hit a golf ball as well. I heard you might have been down at the driving range yesterday smoking a few. You going to beat them in a game of golf too?
Yeah, no, I'm not the greatest golfer, but I'm staying with Rhett Bozo and Campbell Chesser. So and Jai Cully went for a bit of a hit yesterday. Just went out for dinner, have a bit of muck around, just I guess build that bond up and do something a bit of fun.
So you mentioned those guys. They're all young guys as well, like yourself. There's this group of you guys coming through to be this next phase of West Coast Eagles. How exciting is that?
Yeah, that's awesome. It's really exciting seeing, obviously we've drafted a lot of new young boys this year and last year, so it feels like we've got a real strong core group of young people, and it feels like we can really build something exciting and grow together and learn together in the oncoming years.
Now you've had a look around, is there anybody you're sort of modelling your game off of any of these Eagles around them?
I think Dom Sheed was he's like my senior mentor, so I think really try learn off him, and also Elliot Yeo, I like the way he goes about it as well, and obviously Luke Shuey, another really he's been a great leader for a long time, and also really good contested midfielder, so try take a bit out of all those boys' games and try implement into my footy.
Number 7 Guernsey, happy with that?
Yeah, definitely. It was great to. I was chatting to Shep early in the week, and he thought number 5 might be free, but that was taken, which is no drama. So number 7 was there, and I thought I'd snap that one up.
Who took number 5?
Jaden Hunt. Yeah.
You're happy, obviously, moving up from Dunsborough, and the vibe amongst some of the new first years.
Yeah, it's been great. When I heard I was staying in WA and go to the Eagles, I was so stoked. So just flew back from Melbourne, quick trip down to Dunsborough, and came up yesterday and had a quick look around the club and got all my stuff. So it's really good feel around the club, and I'm loving it. So.
Thanks, guys.